Hello, and welcome to this episode of Man, We're Too Old for This. I am your host, Darth Angelus the Wise. And joining me,
CDL113.
And the experience of some called Jason.
if you haven't guessed by now, we're going to talk about Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, God.
I could feel that shudder from way over here.
Nothing good is going to come from this, mark my words.
So what you're saying is you have a bad feeling about it.
Yes, I have a bad feeling about this. I really missed the opportunity then.
But yeah, this is going to be a little rant about the apprehension about the upcoming Rise of Skywalker. We got, 3 weeks until it comes out?
I'd have used the term dread, but yeah, apprehension works. Underplay it, undersell it, what do you
Oh, Lord.
But, God, you made me forget what I was about to say. Before we get started, like, share, subscribe, unless you're under 13 years old. If you're under 13 years old, fuck out of my yard.
We are not for children.
No. As use of my F-bomb show. Stay the hell away from us. Anyway, on to the Rise of Skywalker. The rumors are that you had a couple of test screenings that
People walked out.
could have gone better. Could have gone a little better.
I've heard a couple of different versions of the rumor. One is that you hit a particular scene, and yeah, large chunks of the test audience got up and tried to walk out. And they had to be basically, begged and cajoled to get back in there. Another version I've heard is they tested one cut that rated so poorly that they recut it. Basically, from what I heard on this rumor, it was you basically had a Kennedy cut that scored the worst. Abrams cut scored bad, but a little bit better than the previous one. And then they had Lucas come in and cut one that scored a little bit better than the Abrams. None of them scored well.
Yeah, and considering the movie just wrapped shooting 2 weeks ago, Sunday,
Yeah, there was lots of reshoots.
it's not really boding well.
It wrapped, a month before it's coming out, basically?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's unusual.
Well, another thing that I've heard rumor of, I don't know how true it is, that someone left a copy of their script.
Boyega.
Yeah,
John Boyega.
So it is true. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the script popped up on, was it eBay?
Yeah, popped up on eBay.
And a little bit later, Boyega came out and went, yeah, that one was mine. I don't believe he put it on eBay.
No, he said he was moving.
But
and,
that still
he had
violates
to
his
put his
NDA agreement, so I wonder how much he owes.
But, I don't know, somebody breaking, basically steal it. If somebody broke into your house and stole it, that would really be a violation.
But he accidentally left it in the hotel.
No, he left it at his house. He was moving. He had it up under his bed, and he forgot it. It's not like he went, hey, look at this. This is what's happening. And let's be honest. Who the hell cares?
Yeah, there have been leaks already.
It's like coming back. I don't want to tell nobody, but that poop had corn in it. Who the hell cares? There's been. Let's be honest. How many of us here are just going to watch this last one? One, because we do this podcast, and two, we really just want to see how bad the train wreck's gonna be.
Even without the podcast, I would go matinee, but I would go just see the train wreck to its conclusion.
There hadn't been one rumor that was exciting. There hadn't been one trailer that was exciting. The horses galloping on the surface of the Star Destroyer. Fuck a what?
And
Is there air in space now?
well, another question I have is, since when did you start seeing real animals in Star Wars? It's always tauntauns or the porgies, whatever they call those things that they put in literally just to cover up the puffins that were on the actual island that we're filming on.
Yeah, the porgs.
Because you don't have Earth animals show up. Humans are the only Earth animal you have.
Well, it's not an Earth horse. It's got
Okay, so they did
shit and fur on it. It's about like the motorcycles that show up in this one. You've seen the motorcycles, haven't you, on one of the desert planets? They got motorcycles with big wheels, and they like the back ends of them pop up, and it launches the stormtroopers with the jetpack.
Yeah.
Because the whole, it's
That's
also
like-
they could tell the joke. They fly now, but instead of like just taking off, kind of like Mandalorians do, no, the back of the bike goes, get off me,
Like a catapult.
like a catapult.
Now, Star Wars has always been big on you'd have the vehicles and then you'd have toys. This sounds like somebody designed a toy and then they made it put it in the movie.
Oh man, it's gonna be cool as hell. You take your thing, you hit the button, it launches
Loaded.
the stormtrooper across the floor.
Back to internet rumors where we get too far into the toys, though. Now, this morning, though, I was reading that you had a reviewer that came out of one of the early showings, and he was like, I laughed and I cried, and it was all I could do not to put it under it. You lied.
No, the check cleared.
Everybody else was basically doing that, though.
Yeah, the check
He
cleared.
probably did laugh a lot. And then
All
probably
over the
cried.
bank.
Yeah, to the bank.
Because the trick is, Disney has proven they will lie about this.
Yep.
Warner Brothers has proven they will. You cannot trust the companies.
No. That's like coming out and going, oh, you know, I guarantee, hell, when Rise of Skywalker comes out, Rotten Tomatoes will give it certified fresh. But it's because, hell, they going to cut people that's talking about it. They going to change the rules like they did for Captain Marvel. They going to lie their asses off. Because and they'll do everything they can to keep people on YouTube shut the hell up.
Yep.
You cannot trust, basically, the access media on this one. Because they gonna lie their ass
Disney is this far from a megacorp.
Yeah.
Well, when I said the guy laughed and cried, yeah, I'm sure he laughed at what they put up on screen and then cried that he was going to have to, put their propaganda on the page. But he took the check. I guarantee that.
So, you know.
Abrams has already been caught in a tale or two. Oh no, there weren't test screenings. We didn't do all this. Yeah, but then you say you wasn't shoot. Shut up! Shut your whore mouth!
Let's see, what else have you had? Some of the rumors about the whole... Well, some of the rumors, I think it was Abrams that was denying them. Oh no, there's no magic Sith dagger. And then
in
in the last
trailer, you got the magic Sith dagger.
Yeah, she's sitting there holding it up like that. Because it's apparently... And, this is summarizing. This is simplifying it. But, yeah, basically it's like a Sith dagger that leads them to Palpatine or something. So it's like...
So why the hell... Okay, if you went through the trouble of faking your own death and building this... Death Star, Star Destroyer fleet up underwater for, how long has it been? 20, 30 years?
At least, yeah.
Why the hell would you have a map to where you are? Wouldn't you just show up with them?
I would do it, but
you're there minding your own business, all of a sudden...
But, Palpatine's old, maybe he's getting senile.
Getting old? That son of a bitch was old back in the prequels. That bastard to be 1 billion years old.
Yeah, in the
He
book.
has control of the midichlorians.
We don't talk about those.
Abrams talked about him. He went to Lucas and talked about him.
Yeah.
I don't know that doesn't necessarily mean he's using them, but he was talking to somebody about him. So,
But that was Lucas's original script treatment was going to delve deeper into the midichlorians. That wasn't the best idea in the world either. But
well, he might have been able to retcon and fix some stuff.
But but we have to be honest. They have a hard time doing these Star Wars movies because they don't have like comic books and 20 years worth of novels and all that kind of stuff to focus. What?
Somebody should have slapped Kennedy as soon as she said that.
When I saw that statement from her on the internet, I just was sitting there and I said, Jennifer, come here a minute. I called my wife over. I said, read that and see if that makes any sense whatsoever to you. And she said, don't you have comic books back there and Star Wars novels back in your...
looking around on your desk.
No, I don't have any of them. They're all in my closet.
Oh.
But, it's like...
Closet Star Wars fan, so sorry.
I'm not a... Dude, look at all the crap I got in this room.
I see a bunch of superheroes.
And Darth Vader.
Okay.
There's Star Wars and there's Star
Wars.
Wars.
Yeah, that's off camera.
There's Star Wars and...
If it's off camera, it does not disprove my lie.
It's a Star Wars.
That could be yours. You're the only person I saw holding. Anyway. But yeah, because my thing is, who is she trying to fool with that?
Apparently,
idiots. Because here's the thing: is you get clicked in the right way, and they'll believe whatever the hell. They'll believe whatever the hell the higher ups say. So to hell with the fact that hell, at 6 years old, which was, good God, 40 years ago. I had
plus years ago.
Yeah, hell, I had the giant size Marvel Star Wars that did the first 2 movies. I had issue 1 of the Marvel run that had the stupid ass Green Rabbit. I can see why you want to forget the Green Rabbit. I can remember as a child going, "What the hell has this got to do with Star Wars? Ain't no damn Green Rabbit." Ugh. None of that existed. The New Jedi Order. And the
100 and something books you got,
the Yuuzhan Vong.
The stuff she decided to throw away at the very beginning.
Just to replace it with really the same crap.
Mary Sue power.
Yeah.
Well, this is like I tell people anytime I talk about it. She doesn't have any real plans for Star Wars. She doesn't have any good ideals. She doesn't have any concerns for it. She's at the phase now where she's just got her excuses.
Yeah.
The problem was they put somebody in charge of Star Wars that wasn't a fan of Star Wars, that didn't have fond
that was
memories.
The plan from jump.
Yeah.
She'd worked for Lucas for a while. Lucas was convinced she'll take care of my baby.
Yeah, Lucas was the one that pushed Disney to hire her for that. Because, just like he said, I believe he believed that she would take care of his baby. And she basically sold the baby to the local pimp and put it on the stroll.
Well, you read what's his name's biography, and he talks about the fact that they, basically bent Lucas over on this.
Yeah, Bob Iger. Yeah, he flat out admits, we totally screwed him over. Because her whole thing was, it's not about the movie. It's about sending a message.
Oh, I left that out of my quote because my thing was she has her message and her excuses.
Yep.
But,
It's not about the movies. It's about sending a message. Force is female, gentlemen. And it went because
money is apparently male. I don't know. Or at least the guys buying merchandise.
That
everybody buying merchandise.
That was the trick to it, is the thing that kept Star Wars a profitable IP, even when you went for a decade with no movies, was the fact that hell, guys that like stuff at 6, like stuff at 16, like stuff at 26, like stuff at 36, like the same stuff at 46. We don't grow up, we grow older.
Women are not going to have a room full of Star Wars figures.
No, they're not going to
drop. Want to do their favorite characters if they're geeks? Sure. A plush Baby Yoda? Probably.
Damn straight. Baby Yoda's going to be a hell of a lot of Christmas presents each year. But the trick is, it's just like a video that I put up on my Facebook page where you had 2 dudes with, $120 lightsabers out fighting in the parking lot. Women ain't doing that. They have dignity.
Well, I've mentioned it before. I had coworkers that were female. They enjoyed the movies. One of them, she would sit and read the novels that apparently somebody in higher up Disney doesn't know exist. But she would sit and read those on her break. But she didn't run around geeking out about, this, like a bunch of guys.
She wasn't at Walmart midnight when they were releasing the Star Wars figures for Christmas, like every jackass in this room was.
And, but if you, if I mentioned to her, who's in that book? Oh, such and so. Oh, I hadn't read that one yet. She could talk about Star Wars like the 3 of us.
When you hear me say that is never going that Star Wars does not have female fans.
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah,
but if you gonna go by the average, who are the jokers that are gonna go way too overboard for way too long?
Out of all the Star Wars fans, I would say probably 90% of them are dudes.
We're just pulling numbers out of our butts. I would probably guess a little lower than that as far as liking the movies and the novels, like you said. Now, you start going, who's buying a room full of action figures? Yeah, I mean, it looks like we've covered it. That's a dude thing.
Yeah, I'm going by law of averages. That is more likely a guy that's going to buy an action figure of the bartender in episode 2 that didn't have but maybe one line just because he's got to have every damn character that's ever been seen in the movie.
They finally did the guy selling the death sticks.
Yeah. That's a neckbeard.
Yeah.
May or may not smell like cat pee. But it's take bets. But you know, that's the thing that Disney Star Wars has completely dropped the ball on. And I don't know if it's their marketing department or if it's literally that they just said I don't care. You know, they have pissed on the fans at every opportunity. And it's because you don't like women. No, I don't like canon breaking stuff. Princess Leia doing a Mary Poppins through space? The fuck? Well, if Jedi can fly through space, why'd they ever have a ship? They can fly. Why the hell not?
Yep.
Same thing with the whole ship scene in Last Jedi where they crash the ship at hyperspeed into another ship. If you could do that, that is your tactic in battle.
Yeah.
You take little things the size of fighters and you just crash them into ships at hyperspeed, in hyperspace.
Yeah. The Death Star becomes a whole hell of a lot less of a problem if that's possible.
It didn't work in the old canon because hyperspace was kind of its own thing. It wasn't just that you were moving fast; you were kind of somewhere else. So you would pass through other ships without any trouble. It had to be something the size of a planet with a gravity well that caused the problem.
Yeah.
Ha! That's you and your old canon. This is Disney canon where, I knew Disney was screwed up from the very first second that you saw Kylo Ren stop a blaster bolt in midair, have a conversation, and then it hits. And I'm sitting there going, they don't know how the Force works.
Apparently Rey's going to have some new Force powers in this one. Unknown, new, brand spanking new Force powers in this one.
Force healing?
I don't know what it was.
I've heard that she's going to have Force healing.
Yeah, that was in the old canon. That didn't bother me.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They go, well, she's going to have Force healing, and she'll throw Force lightning, and she'll probably...
So it'll either be new stuff that doesn't make sense, or it'll be the old stuff that they're acting like is new.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm truthfully, her new stuff, I'm figuring will probably be about like the First Order. No, this isn't the Imperial Remnant at all.
It'll all be stuff that we could reach right there on that shelf and pull off either version of Danny's Star Wars D20
if
game.
those books existed.
And there would be a power listed in there, basically.
Yeah.
If they existed, those books don't exist. We are not sitting here looking at Star Wars books because
She was talking about novels, not RPGs.
No, she was
Give the woman some credit.
She was basically saying that she had nothing to draw from. She had nothing to draw from. Nothing.
Oh.
She's coming up with this just whole out of her head, man. Takes time. You got to sit there and think about new ideas. She came up with this galaxy a long time ago.
George who?
Yeah, damn him.
There was one scene in the trailer
just
that
their
I got a
inspiration for the
kick out
lightsaber
of.
alone.
And it's, where you see Rey do the little, mind thing to the troopers, and they're like, oh, okay, go ahead. And the two guys look at each other. You think she's done that to us? That was funny. I'll give them credit on that one scene in the.
Well, it's not that every line in the movie is bad. I like most of the characters in the movie fine.
They actually did anything.
It's just that the writers, the directors, aren't giving them anything that interesting to do.
Yeah.
It's a shame. I like the entire cast. I look forward to seeing the members of the cast and other stuff.
Truthfully, if you want to see decent Star Wars right now, The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I don't know how in the hell The Mandalorian came out of Disney Star Wars as good as it is. You watch it and you go, oh, okay. This reminds me of why I like Star Wars. Hell, you introduced a female character just last week that kicks 11 different kinds of ass. But you know what? They explained why she kicked 11 different kinds of ass. She was a former rebel shock trooper. Okay, that was a soldier that, hell, they drop on planets to pacify shit. That works. It all made sense. It wasn't just, I pull ability out of my ass because...
I can fight with a sword.
Vagina!
I can fight with a sword because I know how to fight with a stick. But you don't fight with swords and sticks the same way. They're
Shut your woman-hating mouth!
Yeah, exactly.
You know how hard it was for Kathleen Kennedy to come up with that?
Yes, if only she had novels where she could have
If
pulled
only.
Jaina Solo's Sword of the Jedi out.
Or RPG books.
Or any knowledge
Yeah,
of
but
just
all
a
that
basic...
comes out of the novels and the comics. So.
Yeah, we know that, but
Oh,
apparently she doesn't.
Oh, she knows.
Oh, she knows.
She knows.
Ain't no way in hell she worked for Lucasfilms this damn long and didn't. She just lied her ass off.
She's done an embarrassing job. She's not coming with excuses so she can find work after Disney fires, is what I'm expecting.
Yeah.
It's so hard to come up with this whole universe.
Yeah.
This whole cloth out of my
I
mind.
hope her next job you want fries with that.
Jeez.
If
Yeah,
she's,
you know, it's hard to make these fries because you just have to come up with them a whole cloth. It's not like you've got a vegetable to make them out of.
Not like you had a recipe. I'm coming out with this just off the top of my head. So, what do you think the excuse will be when this crashes and burns?
Oh,
Toxic fandom.
Yeah, toxic fandom.
You
Well,
really think-
toxic male fandom.
yes.
I'm sure she'll be.
You think it'll
specific.
still be toxic male fandom?
Yes.
Really? You think she just gonna? You think they just
She-
flat out
she's,
go?
she's going to be mad
Penis
at us
having people.
old males who grew up with Star Wars going, they didn't like my new shiny toy.
Yeah, but she basically told us to kick rocks. Hell,
Yeah, she basically
5
told us-
years ago.
She told us it's not for us,
Yeah.
and then gets mad when we don't give her her money.
Well,
Can't do it for
considering
you.
most of today's youth is attached to a device and not looking at a big
Which
screen.
has nothing to do. No, Danny, please don't go into that. Millennials watch plenty of movies.
Yes.
Post millennials watch plenty of movies.
I'm talking like little kids. Like when he was 6, I was 7. We got carried to Star Wars at the theater. We loved it. Okay? We had to buy the toys. When the next movie came out when we were teenagers, we had to buy the toys, you know? Kids nowadays,
Every kid I know has got plenty of toys. Yes, they also have tablets. to play
And the
with.
trick is, if it was just old fans, The Mandalorian would be hell in 4 weeks. It's the highest rated TV show on. Yeah, it's
You're catching a lot of people.
you give decent product, you get decent results.
Yeah.
The trick is when you watch The Mandalorian, ain't no whole bunch of messages, ain't no whole bunch of. It's a fucking western.
Somebody
It's
sit
not-
down and do a good show.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
literally a old western or a spaghetti western or a samurai flick.
Mhm.
That's all it is.
I don't criticize Kennedy for coming along and going, I want more women. I want to bring more women into Star Wars. That's fine. You always want to expand.
Yeah.
If you sit there and go, well, the old white guys that are into this, there's not going to be enough of them. There's going to be less of them going forward. So we need to expand. That's fine. It's when you come in and you look at your core and you go, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
We don't need you. No, you need your core. You always want to add to it, but you need your core.
I like what he said right there because it goes into something that I said on YouTube a couple of days ago. When, they don't want old white guys to watch this. As if Finn is a fucking bastion of black malehood. Ain't no black man, hell, literally, before we came to talk about this show, was talking to a guy on Facebook about Finn. Ain't no black dude sitting there going, yeah, this Star Wars is for me. He was with me. I was ready to fight walking out of The Force Awakens. Because they'd spent all that damn time going, look, you're going to finally have a black male hero in leading a Star Wars. Hell, I was hyped as hell going in there. And then I get the goddamn janitor. She didn't just say fuck white guys. She said fuck guys. Period. Period. There ain't no, and that's the thing. You say, well, it's just heaping on white guys. No, she's heaping that shit on men. Period.
Yeah.
There ain't no, if you Hispanic, you ain't sitting there looking at Poe going, oh hell yeah, I want to be this dude. Poe ain't worth shit. He spent all of The Last Jedi basically getting put in his place.
Yep.
Finn ain't been shit from jump. Period.
He basically just pants and chases after the female lead.
That's all. Finn stays buck-eyed, sweating, scared. He's white woman crazy. He's a janitor. He's stuck perennially in the fucking friend zone. Ain't no brother sitting there going, man, if I was 6 watching that, I don't want to be that dude.
No.
There ain't nothing. He's the only main character I've ever seen get his ass kicked by a stormtrooper. How in the hell is the identity politics of touching black men? And there ain't no black women in the shit. So, it ain't racial. it's gender based.
Yeah.
Period. If you ain't Rey, or Leia, or Holdo, you ain't shit. Luke ain't worth nothing. Yoda's basically going, she swung a stick 3 times. She knows all there is for us to teach her.
Yep.
Because that's one of my things is you'll see a lot of different people go, well, it's the white guys. Well, if it's the white guys, show me the guys of color that's winning in this. I'll wait.
You'll be sitting there waiting a while.
Yeah, I'll be waiting till hell freezes over. Because like I said, I walked out of that damn thing going, I ain't watching this no more. I ain't watching the old films no more. To hell with Star Wars. To hell with the figures. To hell with this whole thing. They just now catching up with The Last Jedi. I walked out of Force Awakens like, F this. Hell no. I was ready to fight walking out of that damn thing. Because all the promotion had built my hopes up to the point. And then you get there, and it was just like, ha, he ain't shit. Ha, he ain't shit. And let's finish it off. He's a janitor. What? Are you out of your damn mind? I mean, the 7, 8, 9, and I've argued this before, was trash, and it was trash starting from 7. A lot of people go, oh, well, The Last Jedi. No, it was crap way before. It was crap with The Force Awakens. You don't have a villain worth anything. You know.
That's been me every time they've showed Kylo Ren in the
Yeah, Kylo Ren is a joke.
Oh, it's him walking up to Rey. She whipped his ass in the first movie.
After she touched the lightsaber an hour ago.
Yeah.
Hell, let's be honest. As shitty as Finn was, Finn, hell, popped him a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he was a damn janitor. So, Darth Vader, he ain't.
Yeah.
You know, you've gone from Darth Vader to into Rogue One to this dude having temper tantrums and shit that hell can't be the janitor or a chick that just touched the lightsaber. You lost Scary a long time ago.
Padawan Luke could have whooped his ass.
Yeah. And that was, you know, they didn't establish in the canon, in the comics, that Rey was the greatest Jedi that's ever lived. She's more powerful than Luke, more powerful than Anakin. And hell, even John Boyega was like, Anakin dump all our asses in the lava pit. You can kill that noise. You can kill that. Anakin can kill that whole cast.
How old is Boyega?
I don't know. I think he's in his late 20s.
So he'd have grown up with the prequels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Anakin kind of was his main Jedi growing up, probably.
Because, hell, Anakin was rough.
Mm-hmm.
But he was rough, but still had the hero's journey. Because Anakin didn't, 8-year-old Anakin wasn't out fighting Palpatine and winning. Yep, touched the lightsaber, so, his first time fighting the Sith Lord, he lost a body part. Hey, kiss that limb goodbye. He wasn't hitting Dooku in the face and sending Dooku to go get stitched up. Oh, but he took a blaster. But I don't care. You don't. The failure of Disney Star Wars has really shown just a failure of marketing, of storytelling. You don't, if this is going to be your big bad for the next 3 movies, you don't have him start by getting his ass kicked. No. I mean, that's just simple, plain old.
What you do is you have, you do the scene where Chewbacca snipes him from, or whatever while he's preoccupied. And then you let that injury be why they can get away from him. Yeah. Then he's a threat for the next couple movies.
But you can't have him catch a L and then go, okay, this is the big bad of the... Nobody give a damn about, about him. Good Lord. Oh, look, he's going to fight Luke. So? They had to make Luke a ghost just to make that interesting. Ain't no way in hell.
And Ghost Luke smoked him like a pack of cools. I mean, jeez.
Ghost Luke never got a lick on him.
No, because it would show he was a ghost. He just died.
It was a whole stall plan so where everybody else would get out.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's one of those kind of things. This will not be I guess our next one will be, well, either when a new lie comes out, a new trailer comes out, a new rumor comes out, or, unfortunately, when we go see this shit. We sit there.
Gotta brace myself.
As we sit there in what will likely be the damn line of opening night going, why the hell are we here? Why are we here?
I don't drink whiskey, but I may have to carry some with me.
So I'm just wondering when you want to do the video, do you want to do a video like this? Or do you want to get that true reaction when you walk out of this damn hellhole?
We'll probably wind up doing both. We'll do a little short something, do one of our shorts in the car afterwards.
You know, as you walk out of the theater, shouting to other people and like, "Sweet God in heaven, run for the love of sanity, run!" Though apparently they have taken out the scene that blew up the Millennium Falcon, and it's not a spoiler anymore.
Yeah, it's all over there.
Yeah, it's all over the internet. That was
supposedly what triggered the walkout.
Was they basically blew up the Falcon with all hands on board. They say they took that out, which maybe they did.
Which, if that's what the reshooting was that late, then it was probably mostly shots of that, reshooting the end scene where you had some of those guys in there.
They say the latest rumor, then we'll have to wrap this up. The latest rumor is they didn't add anything new, they just took a lot of shit out. Including, like, explanations for things.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Because, Palpatine, Matt Smith is in the movie, and he's supposed to be young Palpatine clone. Let's say they took all that out. So you have Palpatine there, but there's no explanation for why he's there, because, people went, you mean the Palpatine that Vader died taking out was just a clone? Yeah. And the real Palpatine's been someplace underwater building Star Destroyers with this, and he had to clone or anything? Yeah.
Sounds... I didn't think this could sound any lamer, but it does.
Yeah, I'm sitting there going,
It is impressive how bad this is sounding.
No?
Yeah. That was at least the rumor. That was the reason why Palpatine was alive. You've never actually the Palpatine that got chucked down the hole.
So they're pulling a Doctor Doom on him, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You had 4 Palpatines running around. Which Palpatine had clones in the books that don't exist. Kathleen came up with this all on her own. Takes great thinking.
So if you've got yourself, your apprentice, and your clone, does that break the rule of 2?
Yes.
Or 3.5?
Yeah. It would break the rule of 2.
Okay.
And there in the Star Wars canon that I think she did away with, there was a whole planet that was clones, and not all of them had Jedi powers.
Yeah, most of them.
Force powers.
Yeah.
Oh, we probably need to go ahead and wrap up.
Well, you had Luke. So I guess this was Palpatine.
Yeah.
So anyway, this has been our weekly rant on the Rise of Skywalker. There will be more, unfortunately. I am your host, as always, the Bringer of Evil, Darth Angelus the Wise. And joining me,
CDO 113.
And the experience that some call Jason.
See you next week. Please like, share, subscribe. Peace.